Hi friends, how are you people doing? Today I'm going to tell you a story from the times of the Buddha, 25 centuries back. When I see these stories, these are all real life incidents which has been documented in the Tipitak. We understand there's a psychology of the people then and of the people today in contemporary times. There is absolutely no change. So that's why these stories become very interesting, because it can be actually linked to whatever we are doing in our day-to-day life. Each of these stories, each of these incidents which has happened definitely has a bearing in what we are doing today. It has a moral value. We have a lesson to take from each of these. So that's the reason I record each of these and send it to you, because we learn a lot from these incidents. It so happened that Buddha was there in the Jetwan monastery when this incident happened, and people in Savatthi were very happy with the discourses of Thera Moggallana and Thera Sariputta, who were the chief disciples of the Buddha. They were all praising about those discourses. And there was a Thera called Laludai who was listening to all these praises. And he said, what you people are telling about Thera Sariputta and Mahamoggallana, I can also give a very beautiful discourse. So he kept saying this, so people around thought, why should we not listen to this Thera also, this monk also? So they told him, just go on the platform, there was a platform there, go and tell us the Dhamma, talk about. So he went there on the platform, and he couldn't speak anything because there was nothing that he could remember. So he told the people around that let other one or two people speak, then I'll speak later. So other two monks went up, and then afterwards it was a turn of Laludai. He went on the stage again. He could not speak anything. He just remained dumbstruck. Then the people got very irritated, and they said, you're absolutely not able to talk even one sentence. What are you talking about? And they all ran after him because he ran away from there, and he fell down in a latrine pit. And Buddha, when he came to know about the whole incident, the Buddha told everybody that he has not he knows very little of the Dhamma. He does not recite the religious text regularly. He has not memorized anything. Whatever little he has learned gets rusty if you don't recite it, if you don't keep on telling it. And then the Buddha said the following in Pali: Asajja haya mala manta, anuttana mala ghara, malam vanassa ko sajjam, pamado rakhato malam. That means non-recitation. At that time, since it was the oral tradition, nobody used to write. They used to keep on reciting, and then people used to memorize it. Non-recitation is a taint of learning. So learning ka opposite hai non-recitation. Non-maintenance is the taint of houses. So if you don't maintain your house, what happens? It gets into disrepair. Indolence is a taint of beauty. So if you don't maintain yourself, then you start looking ugly. Unmindfulness is the taint of one who keeps watch. So when we look at this story, we can equate it to whatever is happening around. So if you don't memorize anything, if you don't look after our houses, if you don't look after ourselves, we are lazy, then everything happens to the opposite. So there is a lot of wisdom in the Buddha's words, and may all of you be happy. May everybody get pure Dhamma.